Hello, everyone. Happy August. My name is Maddie. I'm one of the physical therapists here at Rogue PT and Wellness. I'm going to be showing us and talking through our exercise of the month. So it is summertime. We are bringing back our summer shred. This is 3.0 now because we've done it 3 times. So we're really working on our abdominal muscles. We are going to be doing side planks, but we're just bringing back the name of summer shred 3.0. So I'm going to show different variations of our side planks from your knees, from that full plank position, and then kind of some different variations with leg kicks, some twists that we'll add in as well, depending on what class you're in. So for equipment, all you need is a yoga mat. I already have mine laid out, ready to go. So we will head down onto the floor. So as you guys are familiar with, if you are joining us as a member here at Rogue, for exercise of the month, we do the reps based on what day it is, right? So if it's the 17th of the month, we're going to try to do 17 reps. For our side plank, we're either going to do reps or time, and we'll kind of go back and forth between that too as well, and it might just depend on the instructor. So I'm going to start on one of my sides here, and we're going to be coming onto our elbow. So that elbow is going to be directly underneath our shoulder. So if it's too far out in front there, it's not going to be really comfortable. So try to make sure that elbow is directly underneath your shoulder. And the first option, a little bit easier, is from your knees. So my feet, my knees, and my hips, those are all stacked together. They're all in line. You can have your hand on your hip if you'd like. And then from here, you're going to shift up and bring your hips up from the ground and then back down. Again, that hand can be on the hip. The hand can just be hanging out there, whatever you'd like. I know some people like to kind of progress and add that arm in as well and lifting up. So this is one option that we might have in class, is just doing it for reps. Another option is coming up and then holding it in this position for as long as you can. All right, so that's one option. The other side plank option is that full plank position. So now my legs are straight instead of knees are bent. Still, my feet, ankles are stacked, knees are stacked together, hips are stacked together, and that elbow is right underneath my shoulder. I can have my hand on my hip if I'd like, and then I'm going to lift up, having those hips come off of the ground and then back down. Lift up and down. Again, we can lift up and hold here for as long as we can. Right, so either for time or for reps, you can add that arm in to progress it and lift up. As you lift your hips up, you lift that arm up, reaching up as high as you can, spreading those fingers nice and wide. A couple other options, maybe more of our high intensity classes or our boxing classes, will lift up and then kick that top leg up as well. So lift the hips up, top leg lifts up. We might even add a power twist to it. So we'll lift our hips up, top hand comes underneath like we're threading the needle, and then twisting up. Again, I'll show that. Hips come up, thread the needle coming under, and then twisting up. So those are just some of the fun variations that you will see in classes. And as always, we'll progress throughout the month. We'll get stronger. We're going to really build that core strength for the month of August. Thank you guys for joining. If you guys have any questions, you can always comment down below or let us know in person in classes. Thank you guys for watching.